Crypto funds hit record $4.39 billion weekly inflows. Biggest rally coming soon. Bitcoin. Crypto adoption. Ethereum. Crypto funds hit record $4.39 billion weekly inflows, pushing AUM to $220 billion as Ethereum breaks records with $2.12 billion amid 14-week streak. Crypto journalist. Hassan. Crypto journalist. Hassan. About author. Anas is a crypto-native journalist and SEO writer with over 5 years of writing experience covering blockchain, crypto, DeFi, and emerging tech. Author profile. Share. Copied. Last updated. July 21, 2025. Why Trust Cryptonews? Cryptonews has covered the cryptocurrency industry topics since 2017, aiming to provide informative insights to our readers. Our journalists and analysts have extensive experience in market analysis and blockchain technologies. We strive to maintain high editorial standards, focusing on factual accuracy and balanced reporting across all areas, from cryptocurrencies and blockchain projects to industry events, products, and technological developments. Our ongoing presence in the industry reflects our commitment to delivering relevant information in the evolving world of digital assets. Read more about Cryptonews. Digital asset investment products recorded an all-time high in weekly inflows of $4.39 billion, surpassing the previous record of $4.27 billion set after the U.S. election in December 2024, and pushing total assets under management to a historic $220 billion, according to CoinShares. The surge marks the 14th consecutive week of inflows, bringing year-to-date totals to $27 billion as institutional appetite intensifies across Bitcoin and Ethereum products. Institutions are flocking crypto. Weekly trading turnover in exchange-traded products reached record levels globally at $39.2 billion, driven by elevated volumes in both major cryptocurrencies. Ethereum stole the spotlight with a record $2.12 billion in inflows, nearly doubling its previous record of $1.2 billion and bringing 2025 inflows to $6.2 billion, exceeding the entire 2024 total. The past 13 weeks of inflows now represent 23% of Ethereum's total assets under management. Bitcoin attracted $2.2 billion in inflows, down from last week's $2.7 billion, while ETP trading volumes comprised 55% of total Bitcoin exchange volume. Notably, the United States dominated regional flows with $4.36 billion in inflows, while Switzerland, Hong Kong, and Australia recorded modest positive flows. The massive capital influx coincides with Trump's signing of the Genius Act and his sharing of the greatest Bitcoin explanation of all time video, creating perfect storm conditions for continued institutional adoption. In fact, over 273 companies now hold Bitcoin on their balance sheets, doubling from 124 companies since June 5. Ethereum breaks multiple records as institutional interest surges. Ethereum's $2.12 billion weekly inflow smashed all previous records, with the 13-week cumulative total representing an unprecedented 23% of the cryptocurrency's assets under management. This compares favorably to Bitcoin's 9.8% inflow to AUM ratio over the same period. Spot Ethereum ETFs recorded $2.18 billion in weekly net inflows from July 14th to 18th, setting a new all-time high and marking 8 consecutive days of positive flows. BlackRock's ETHA led the charge with substantial institutional adoption, while Fidelity and Grayscale products contributed to the broad-based demand. The surge positions Ethereum ETFs as serious competitors to Bitcoin products in terms of institutional appeal, especially as Bitcoin dominance is decreasing. Weekly trading volumes doubled year-to-date averages, with global ETP turnover hitting record levels as institutional and retail investors pile into regulated Ethereum exposure. Solana, XRP, and Sway also benefited from the altcoin momentum, recording inflows of $39 million, $36 million, and $9.3 million, respectively. Notably, BlackRock reported $14.1 billion in digital asset net inflows for Q2 2025, pushing the firm's crypto assets under management to $79.6 billion. Digital assets contributed $14 billion of BlackRock's $85 billion total ETF inflows during the quarter, establishing crypto as one of the fastest-growing product categories. Corporate treasury adoption accelerates amid regulatory clarity. According to Reuters, public companies worldwide have increased their Bitcoin holdings by 120% since July 2024, now controlling just over 859,000 Bitcoin, representing 4% of the total 21 million supply. The corporate treasury trend has gained momentum following regulatory clarity from the Genius Act and favorable legislative developments. Reuters reports also show that less than 5% of spot Bitcoin ETF assets are held by long-term institutional investors such as pension funds and endowments, with 10 to 15% owned by hedge funds or wealth management firms. The bulk of ETF ownership remains retail-driven, indicating substantial room for institutional growth as the adoption of ETFs matures. MicroStrategy continues to lead corporate Bitcoin adoption with over 600,000 BTC, while companies like Japan's Metaplanet have recently purchased $93 million worth to become the fifth largest corporate holder. Similarly, France's Blockchain Group and the UK's Smarter Web company also made new treasury allocations worth $12.5 million and $24.3 million, respectively. The correlation between retail crypto ETF purchases and price rallies has intensified, with Vanda research data showing heavy retail buying during Trump's election victory and the recent legislative breakthrough. Corporate treasury companies have emerged as bigger demand drivers than traditional institutional investors. Bloomberg ETF analysts assign a 95% probability to the SEC approval of spot Solana, XRP, and Litecoin ETFs this year, up from 90% previously amid growing institutional product optimism. A crypto index ETF tracking multiple assets could gain approval as early as this week, adding more to the possibilities of a parabolic rally driven by massive institutional interests. Regionally, most of these inflows are expected to come from the United States, as the CoinShare report indicates that flows were concentrated heavily there, with $4.36 billion in inflows last week. In comparison, Germany experienced $15.5 million in outflows, and Brazil also saw $28.1 million in outflows. Follow us on Google News. Trending news. Recommended popular crypto topics price predictions. How Tether co-founder William Quigley views crypto regulations in Trump's second term. Trump appoints PayPal veteran David Sachs as White House AI and crypto czar. China's DeepSeek AI predicts the price of XRP, Dogecoin and Hyperliquid by the end of July 2025. ChatGPT predicts the price of XRP, Dogecoin and Shiba Inu by the end of 2025. China's DeepSeek AI predicts the price of XRP, Solana and Cardano by the end of 2025. Price analysis. XRP price prediction. XRP positioned for trillions in global liquidity. Can XRP overtake Bitcoin? 13 hours ago, by Alejandro Arich. Press releases. XRP news prediction. XRP breaks through the historical high of $3.60, with a short-term target of $4. Price analysis. Leading AI Perplexity predicts the price of XRP, ETH, and Doge. 4 days ago, by Tim Hackey. Best crypto to buy now in July 2025. Top crypto to invest in. 6 days ago, by Alan Draper. Best new cryptocurrencies to invest in July 21, 2025. 19 hours ago, by Inesis Tavares. 12 best crypto presales to invest in 2025. Presale crypto list. 22 hours ago, by Alan Draper. 16 new and upcoming Coinbase listings in July 2025. 1 hour ago, by Elijah Rankovich. 15 new and upcoming Binance listings in 2025. 1 hour ago, by Elijah Rankovich. What is the next crypto to explode in 2025? 36 minutes ago, by Elijah Rankovich. Bitcoin, BTC, price prediction 2025 to 2030. Just now, by Leon Waters. Ripple, XRP, price prediction 2025, 2026 to 2030. July 5, 2025, by Eric Huffman. Ethereum price prediction 2025 to 2030. Will ETH bounce back? April 2, 2025, by Ben Beto.